Hey guys, how's it going? I got another product review for you guys today. I got an overwhelmingly positive response to the last one, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to kind of roll with it and make a few more in the future, because recently I've been picking up pieces of musical equipment and recording equipment here and there, and I thought it'd be nice to share with you guys some of the features and what to look for when buying your own equipment. And so today we're going to be reviewing the Line 6 Amplifi 150 guitar amplifier, and I got this about 3 weeks ago. I've already had a few opportunities to play gigs with it and experiment with it on my own time, and I really love it. I can't wait to go over some of the features with you guys, and stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll have a little demonstration for you guys. So here we have a little bit of a closer up look at this amp, and you can see it's really sleek design. It's got kind of this like mesh with the red and black, and I thought that was really cool, and that was honestly one of the things that drew me to this amp the most when I was shopping around. Because as I was looking for amps, I started to realize I want something portable, which this is absolutely portable, but I also want something that kind of looks really awesome. You don't want to be playing on an amp that looks old and worn out or anything. And this not only has a modern design, but a modern feel and a lot of modern features that really set it apart from any other amp, which I thought was really awesome. The other thing that I really like about this design is that it doesn't look like an amp. And that might be weird to say at first, but to me that was kind of a plus that I wasn't even looking for originally. But as I started to think about it, you realize that when you get your own home or apartment, you don't want to have this thing that looks like a guitar amplifier, because it can be kind of abrasive and stuff to the room. But this just looks like a giant Bluetooth speaker, and is honestly, put it in any living room and it's a great addition to any living space, and it doesn't stand out too much, and it gives a really nice addition to the room atmosphere. So I think that was really cool too. So here we get a look at the back of the amp, and you can see the various ports that it comes with. Here we have just your power outlet and stuff. You have your power switch right here. You have a headphone outlet and aux in, if you want to plug in your phone or anything and play music through it, which you don't even necessarily need, which we'll get to in just a second. You have this for a pedal board for easier switching if you're playing live gigs or whatever. I eventually want to get one of those, but I don't have the money for it right now, so maybe in the future we might do a product review of that one. And then here you have a USB, which is interesting. You can plug that into your laptop and record your tones straight from the amp to your laptop, which is awesome. One thing I forgot to mention about the front is the speaker. I always get questions on the speakers, which is kind of funny to me, because when we're playing gigs, the audio technician is always like, oh, where's your speaker at? And to me it's like kind of obvious, like it's in the center. But this comes with kind of a 5-speaker design. You got your speakers up here and then the big one in the middle, which is really cool, and it gives a really nice projection of sound to any room that you're playing in, which is really awesome. So here we have a top view of the amp, and you can see all the knobs and settings and stuff that you can play with to get the right tone or sound. Here we have our guitar input. Here we have a Bluetooth button. Now this is really cool, because essentially this is a Bluetooth speaker, which I think is a really cool feature for any musician. Not only can you just listen to music through high quality speakers of this amp, but you can also play backing tracks to play along with, which I think is essential for any musician to practice improvisation and soloing techniques and anything, which is awesome. And I've been using that a lot, and it just makes the whole process of playing with a backing track a lot easier. You don't have any of these messy chords or whatever to worry about. Just have your phone in your pocket or whatever. Here we have drive, bass, mid, treble, effects button for various effects, and reverb, which is really cool. You can adjust the reverb and stuff and really make it sound like a concert hall if you want. Here we have the volume knob, which I like because it's digital and it lights up, and so you can see just exactly how loud it is, and you don't have to kind of do any guesswork with the knob and volume. If you press it once, it also has a blend feature, which allows you to blend any effects that you're playing from your iPod or whatever. Here we have our tone banks, which comes with 4 preset tones. You can customize them however you want eventually, and we'll talk about that too. And then here we have a tap button, which allows you to set the any settings like delay or anything, how fast that goes. The tap button also, if you hold it down, it turns into a tuner, and here you can see the tuning. It'll light up and tell you if you're in tune or not, which is really cool because then now you don't have to have an extra pedal or anything to tune because it comes right built into the amp. Back to the Bluetooth, the one thing that I didn't mention is that you can download an Amplifi app, and that makes the possibilities of this amp literally limitless, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in the demo, but just wanted to tell you that. Keep in mind, it's a really cool feature, and so we'll get into that a bit more right now. Alright, so now we're going to do a little bit of a demonstration here about some of the sound capabilities of this amp. Now, what I think is really cool about this amp is that it's not just limited to the sounds that it comes with. It comes with 4 presets that you can, edit and shape however you want. But like I said, it's not limited to that. And you don't need all this extra hardware, pedal board or anything to lug around. All you really need is your phone, something that everybody always carries with them anyway, which I think is really cool. So the way it works is through Bluetooth, and you download the app, Amplifi app, and the app itself comes with a bunch of different presets set in there. And from those presets you can edit things like, the EQ, the reverb, it's got a bunch of pedals you can choose from and head cabinets, all from your phone, which is really cool too. What I eventually want to get though, is I do want to get like a switching board for this thing, just for live performances, so it's easier to switch between these tones. But like I said, it's really cool. And another great feature about this amp is that it allows you to go through your music library that you have on your phone, and you can pick any song and it will try to match the tone of the guitar used in that song, which is pretty amazing to me. And honestly, it's like it's like a thing of the future when I first heard of that. So yeah, let's get into this right now, and I'll just show you a couple of the sounds. Right here we just have standard clean. And like I said, you can adjust the reverb on these. You can save your own presets. So let's add a little bit more reverb, see how that sounds. You can see it kind of, goes out longer, sounds more like you're playing in a hall. Here we have more of like a, hard rock overdrive distortion sound. So. Which I think is really cool. I really like the sound on that, and that comes as a preset. I didn't even do anything with that. I didn't, mess with it because I just love the way that sounds so much, and I play with this tone, in live gigs as well. We have another heavier distortion for some of those solo leads and stuff to really help you break through the rest of the band, which I really like a lot. So. So that's a really cool one. I really like that a lot. And then I have this other one. This is the only one here that didn't come as a preset that I kind of created on my own for one of the songs that we're playing when we're playing our gigs. Which I think is kind of cool. It's a little different, it's a little grimier, but still clean, which I like about that. And so, also, it comes with, tons of effects and stuff, like blues effects, rock effects, country, anything you could think of. It even comes with some, strange effects that I just kind of wanted to show, that almost sound like synthesizers. It's kind of a weird one. I don't know what you'd use it for, but it's still cool to have that option. We have this one, which is kind of like an octave. I'm not sure what this one is. I haven't tried this one yet. Sounds really spacey. Let's try this one. Oh, that's really weird. That one sounds more the most like a synth. Again, man, I don't know what you would use these for, but I mean, they're cool to have, and definitely add to the wide range of possibilities with this amp. So yeah, there you have it. That's a little demonstration, and I really highly recommend getting this amp. The possibilities are literally limitless, and honestly, you can't go wrong. It's nice, compact, good for gigging, and it's also, like I said earlier, a great addition to any living room without looking obnoxious or abrasive or screaming like, hey, I'm a guitar amp. And so yeah, I really highly recommend this, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Thanks, guys.